Hello students, today I will discuss depreciation. That is the second part. In earlier part I have discussed the simplest way of depreciation, that is under straight line method and diminishing balance method. Today I will discuss some higher depreciations that is applicable for any professional courses in BCom, MCom for higher studies. What are they? There are typical types of sinking fund method, machine hour rate method and various other typical examples. So basic accounting depreciations are same, that the journal are fixed, but the way of depreciation and calculations and its applications in year basis, these are different. So how they works, please go through this video and you should observe this video from start to end so that you can get a total idea, you can get the total idea of depreciation and how it works. So please go through the video. Let's start.
Hello everybody, today I will discuss depreciation. This is depreciation part 2. Basically these are all some typical and higher methods of depreciation. Earlier videos I have already discussed, that is the straight line method and diminishing balance method. But in this session I will discuss, that is first is change in method of depreciation. Change in method. Suppose one organization is working and following straight line method, but after 3 years they have changed their method of depreciation, that is under diminishing balance method. Second is addition of machines and its depreciation. So one set of machines they have used, but somehow the management has taken the decision of discarding some machines in after 3 years. So when they will add the depreciation, how you will calculate the depreciation and so on. Third is very important, sinking fund method. This is a very important. This is very important in the sense of higher examinations like CA, CMA, professional courses. Next is insurance policy method. Another is machine hour rate method. Next, production unit method. Next is change in historical cost. Historical cost is the nothing but the actual cost. Next, depreciation on revalued asset. So friends, let's start one by one, and this is a very important discussion. Kindly go through from beginning to end of this video so that you can learn how to calculate all these typical type of depreciation and their accounting. First is changing method of depreciation. The basic reason of change in depreciation is significant change in expected pattern of consumption in the future benefits alive in the asset. It should be accounted for as a change in an accounting estimates in accordance with AS5 if during the life of machine any substantial changes are seen, then the method of depreciation would be changed. I am giving you one problem. Bhushan Limited purchased a machinery 2 lakhs on 1st January 2017. The company followed diminishing balance method at the rate of 15% per annum. At the end of 2018, it was decided to follow the fixed balance method of depreciating machine. The residual value is 24,500 and remaining life is 3 years. So friends, let's go to the solution. This is machinery account. So 1st January 2017, when we have purchased the machine, 2 bank account, this is cost price 2 lakhs, and by depreciation 30,000. This is the WDV on next year 2018. Again you have to charge depreciation, that is 15% on 1,70,000, so 25,500, and so on. So this is the balance. WDV on 1/1/2019 is 1,44,500. Residual value less, so net is coming 1,20,000. So remaining years of the machines, life of the machines are 3 years. So you just divide by 3, then 40,000 is per annum depreciation. So here we have charged 40,000. Another problem. ABC Limited was purchased a machine on 1st January 2016 at a cost of rupees 4 lakhs. The scrap value of the machines was estimated 40,000 and the life is 5 years. On 1st January 2017, the machine was sold for rupees 2,40,000. Another machine was purchased on the same date of rupees 2 lakhs. The scrap value of the machine is 24,000 at the end of its life of 10 years. The installation cost of two machines were 40,000 and 8,000 respectively. So the machine account for 2016 and 17. This is typical example simply because there are 2 years and the basic depreciations are different. So you have to work out and give a good presentation of depreciation. You first calculate the depreciation. This is year 2016. The cost of machine is 4 lakhs, installation 40,000, less scrap value 40,000. So ultimately 4 lakhs is depreciable value and divided by 5 years, so 80,000 per annum depreciation. This is for 2016. For 2017, the cost of machine is 2 lakhs. Installation cost 8,000. So add installation less scrap value. So depreciable value is 1,84,000. So that divided by 10 years. So 18,400. So machinery account I have already given the same, that is machinery debit to bank account, that is to bank 4 lakhs. By depreciation 80,000 and the installation cost 40,000. So balance 3,60,000. Next year the opening balance is 3,60,000. In this year 2017 the machine was sold 2,40,000. Sale of machines 1,20,000. Loss, this is loss basically, and depreciation 18,400 per annum. So balance is 1,89,600. That has given the opening balance of 1st January 2018. Next I am coming the most important part, that is sinking fund method. Sinking fund is nothing but a fund is created for the yearly depreciation, and every year that amount are deposited in that fund. So from that fund some interest may be generated. So how we will do this type of accounting and what is their journal entries and what is their accounting entries, that I have given the examples, through examples. So you please go through this. This is very important part of depreciation. Under this method, the sinking fund is created by the regular investment of a fixed amount, and accumulated amount are utilized for replacement of the asset in future. So journal for the first year is depreciation debit to sinking fund and PL debit to depreciation. These are normal. Second and subsequent year, bank account debit to interest on sinking fund account, simply because you are getting some interest from second year. Depreciation debit to sinking fund account, and third is PL debit to depreciation account. Last year, bank account debit to interest on sinking fund account, depreciation debit to sinking fund account for depreciation, for sale of investment, bank account debit to sinking fund investment account, for transferring profit, sinking fund investment account debit to sinking fund. For transferring loss, in case of loss, Sinking fund account debit to sinking fund investment account. One tips I am giving you. In case of loss, sinking fund should be debited. In case of profit, sinking fund should be credited. This is the simple thing. For sale of scrap, bank account debit to asset account. Close the sinking fund account debit to asset account. Now I am giving you one problem. On 1st January 2013, Delton Limited purchased a machine of 1 lakh and spent 10,000 for its installation. The expected life is 5 years and the scrap value at the end of its life is 10,000. The company creates a sinking fund for replacement of the machine. Investment are expected to realize 5% interest. On 31st December 2017, the machine is sold as scrap of rupees 12,000 and the investment was realized in the book value. On 1st January 2018, the new machine is installed at a cost of rupees 1,15,000. Sinking fund table shows 0.232 invested each year will produce rupee 1 at the end of 5 years at 5%. So the amount required is 1 lakh plus 10,000 minus 10,000, that is 1 lakh itself, into 0.232, so 23,200 per annum. So this is the machinery account. Machinery account is very simple. To machinery account, first entry is the machinery debit to bank, that is the cost price, purchase value of the machines 1 lakh. That will continue to bank installation cost 10,000. So 1 lakh 10,000 will continue every year the balance. And I am coming over here after going to some other accounts. So 31st December 2017, the sinking fund is 96,343. It is coming from sinking fund account. So this is sinking fund account. Sinking fund account, the depreciation debit to sinking fund. So by depreciation 23,200 and the balance going on. Next year also 23,200. Interest on 23,200, that is 1,160. Similar way, next year also the depreciation 23,200 and interest on 47,560, so 2,378, and the balance will be over here. And ultimately on 31st December 2017, 96,343 will go to earlier one, that is sinking fund account, machinery account, that is sinking fund, that is sinking fund debit to machinery. Another is sinking fund investment account. So here sinking fund investment debit to bank 23,200. Every year we are giving this type of fund. So the balance will continue. Next year again we have to go to this plus interest, that is 23,200 plus 1,160, that is the interest part. So the cumulative one is 24,360. So that balance is coming down. Next 47,560. Again 5%, that is 25,578, including the interest part. So that balance ultimately it has closed, that is 73,138. So this is the basic accounting of sinking fund. So you should do this type of practice, this type of problems, so that you can do it very easily in your professional courses. Next is another one, the same thing just like a sinking fund method, insurance policy method. The same as a sinking fund method, instead of investment in securities, the amount is utilized to pay premium of insurance policy. So in sinking fund we are doing the investment in securities, but in this segment, that is insurance in policy, so we are purchasing some policy of insurance and we are giving the premium, that's all. So every year depreciation for the first time, that is depreciation debit to depreciation reserve fund account. For transferring depreciation to PL debit to depreciation. For payment of yearly premium, depreciation insurance policy account debit to bank account. For transferring balance of depreciation policy, depreciation insurance policy account debit to depreciation reserve fund account. Now I am coming one problem. ABC Company Limited purchased a machine on 1st January 2016, 5 lakhs. The company incurred 20,000 towards freight and insurance. The scrap value of the machine is 10,000 and the end of the life of 4 years. It was decided that the insurance policy for the replacement of the asset at the end of its useful life, the insurance premium is 1,25,000, is paid every year from 1st April. Prepare depreciation reserve fund and depreciation insurance policy account. Now I am coming to the solution. So this is depreciation reserve fund account. So depreciation reserve fund is depreciation account debit to depreciation reserve fund account. So 1,25,000. The same balance will continue and ultimately it will come to 2019. The balance is 3,75,000. So it is nothing but the accumulation of 1,25,000 each year. Next depreciation policy account is 10,000 and the machinery account is to machinery, depreciation reserve account debit to machinery 5,10,000. Next is depreciation insurance policy account to bank 1,25,000. By balance CD, that is 1,25,000. Again the balance is continuing and come over here. Next, the balance is 3,75,000 on 1st January 2019. Bank account 1,25,000, that is the premium part. To depreciation reserve fund account 10,000. I am coming why this 10,000 is coming. So 5,10,000 is the bank. Next is machine hour rate method. This method is applied for providing depreciation on annual machine hour rate in use compared to the total anticipated machine hours over the life of the machines. For example, machine cost is 60,000, the residual value is 10,000, the effective hours during the life are 10,000 hours. So machine hour rate is cost of machine minus scrap value divided by effective working hours basically in this case. Therefore, the depreciation rate of machine hour is 60,000 minus 10,000 divided by 10,000 hours. So 5 rupees per machine hour. So if the total working hours of a machine is 2,000 for 2018 and 3,000 for 2019, the yearly depreciation would be for 2018 it is 2,000 into 5 rupees, that is 10,000, and the depreciation for 2019 it will be 3,000 into rupees 5, that is 15,000. So this is the basically the calculation of machine hour rate method. Next I am coming production unit method. So this type of depreciation are calculated on the basis of the production units. Under this method, depreciation is calculated on the basis of total estimated output of the machine. So cost of machine minus scrap value divided by expected output of the machine into yearly output. So Calcutta Medical College purchased an X-ray machine for rupees 1 crore. The residual value is 1 lakh. The life is 4 years and so on. Calcutta Medical College purchased the X-ray machine for rupees 10 lakhs. The residual value is 1 lakh. Life is 4 years. So every year 2016, 17, 18, 19, the expected number of X-ray is 3,000, 1,500, 2,500 and 2000. So total is 9000. So here it is the depreciation for 2016. So 10 lakhs minus 1 lakh divided by 9,000 into 3,000, that is 3 lakhs rupees. So this is the depreciation for the year of 2016. Every year you have to multiply by the output of the year. So you will get the depreciation. Next time coming, that is depreciation on addition or extension of the assets. On 1st April 2020, the value of plant and machinery of ABC Limited was 1000 lakhs. The company is charging depreciation of reducing balance method at 15% per annum. It was found that about rupees 150 lakhs of imported assets which were acquired on 1st April 2020 would be obsolete in 3 years. The company wants to write off the assets over 3 years. Can the company do so as per AS 10? This is the most important thing. So what will be the treatment? Solution. Please note that any addition or extension of an asset which become an integral part of the existing asset should be depreciated over the remaining useful life of the asset. So you should keep in mind, this is very important. Further, where the addition or extension of an asset has a separate identity and the capable of being used after the existing asset is disposed of. I have given some underline of this word. Capable of being used after the existing assets is disposed of. Depreciation should be provided independently and on the basis of estimate of its own useful life. Therefore, in this case, the company can write off the assets in 3 years since the asset has an independent useful life. So this is most important. There are so many problems are given for professional courses, right? This type of thing. So you please keep in mind. Next is change in historical cost. XYZ Limited purchased a machine on 1st January 2014 from USA at a cost of rupees 25 lakhs. Life is 10 years without any residual value. Due to change in foreign exchange rate, the liability has increased by 3,50,000 during 1920. The company followed straight line method of depreciation. Calculate the amount of depreciation and from 1920. So here I am giving the one chart, that is cost of machine is 25 lakhs. So under straight line method from 2014-15, 15-16, 16-17 and 17-18. So 2,50,000, that is the 10% depreciation. So total 10 lakhs depreciation. The WDV as on 1st January 2019 is 15 lakhs. So increase in foreign exchange 3 lakhs. Revised depreciation should be 18 lakhs. So depreciation for the year of 18-19, that is 18 lakhs minus 6, that is 3 lakhs. So this is the basic calculations of the machine. Next, depreciation of revalued asset. I am giving you one problem. Marshall Company acquired a building on 1st January 1999 at a cost of rupees 60 lakhs. The life is 50 years. Depreciation is charged on straight line method. The building was revalued on 30th June 2016 at a cost of rupees 1 crore. And the revaluation is incorporated in accounts. Calculate the surplus of depreciation. Depreciation should be charged in PL in 2016. So there is a surplus. The cost was 60 lakhs, but now the revalued asset value is 1 crore. So 40 lakhs benefits, 40 lakhs is surplus are there. Next, this surplus should be incorporated owner's equity. Yes, it should go to the shareholders' equity or owner's equity as per AS 10. Depreciation for the year of 2016, the original cost 60,000, life of the machine 50 years. So I have given you the example from 1st July. So automatically there are two parts. So 1st January to 30th June one calculation, and 1st July to 31st December another calculation. So half of the year 60,000 is coming, and as revalued cost of on the basis of revalued, simply because 1st July it has been revalued. So 1 crore, that is the remaining part, that is 17.5 years are left. So 32.5 years are remaining. So that coming 1,53,846. So total is 2,13,846. So WDV on 30th June of 2016 is 60 lakhs minus 60 divided by 50 years and 17.5 years, the proportionate amount. So it is coming 21 lakhs. So ultimately 39 lakhs.
So friends, hope you have understood the different typical depreciations calculations, that is sinking fund method, machine hour rate method, insurance policies method. So you should do your practice of different solution problems and solution, and should keep in mind and the familiar, and hope you will get a total idea at a glance from this video. So please watch this video and subscribe our channel, so that in future you will get much more important topics and in a lucid style. Press the bell button so the notification should come to you instantly. So hope you have enjoyed, and give your remarks and everything. So thank you again and again. Thank you very much.